All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of the Destroy the Stumps podcast. NRL review, haven't done one in a while. I'm back with my mate Vijay.
So
He
guys,
came back from Europe.
yes sir.
Very interesting trip. He went, had a lot of fun.
Love fun.
Very interesting part of the world, Europe. So yeah, he enjoyed it. But he still kept up with rugby league regardless, because he loves his Manly Seagulls. He still kept up with the action regardless, despite being busy. That is dedication at its best. Honestly, gotta appreciate that.
Love the team. Love the footy.
Yeah, and this season has been very interesting indeed. Now, just got to review round 19. So, a lot happened in round 19. I think it was the round after Origin.
Yeah.
Three teams had the bye: Raiders, and Manly and the Rabbitohs.
Yeah.
Manly important bye, probably just to refresh things, and then Raiders very important. Well, they get to rest a bit just before the playoffs. They look like they're going to make it.
Yeah.
And Rabbitohs, I mean, get some points, but it's been a tough season for them. So yeah, a lot of injuries with the Rabbitohs.
Yeah.
Things just not worked out, unfortunately. First year for Wayne Bennett back in charge of the Rabbitohs, it just hasn't quite gone as to plan. But yeah, those three teams are out with a bye now. Just going to review the first game. So it's the Sharks versus the Dolphins. Sharks, they're in abouts. They've been up and down this year, but they always linger in the top eight. They linger in the top eight. Dolphins been very impressive in patches, but they've lost a few games that they shouldn't have lost.
Yeah.
This maybe might have been one of those games. And the Sharks, they were playing at Sharks Stadium in Cronulla. Terrible stadium. But yeah, no jokes. It's not good.
Yeah.
Ground conditions were good on the day. Weather was fine. Not a big attendance on a Friday night. Only 9,000 odd people, so not a massive attendance.
Yeah.
It's not a big stadium in terms of capacity, but still not a massive attendance.
Yeah.
So Sharks 4-2 winners over the Dolphins. They won 24-12. Well, what do you say about both teams?
Yeah. I mean, I think the Sharks played really well this game, especially Blake Brayley.
Yeah, he's been
in
there
and around the rock. He was really, really good. Very threatening. Shows you the importance of having a hooker like that can play around the rock, feed off the quick play the balls. He's been great all season. I reckon he's been one of the form hookers, and it just adds another dimension in the attack, and that showed in this game, and also this week's game as well. So it's been great.
Yeah, 45 tackles. That's a brilliant effort.
Yeah, exactly. Defensively, really good as well. Yeah,
excellent.
Yeah.
And Nico Hines had one of his better games as well.
He was great. Yeah,
one of his better games. Cops a lot of criticism at times, Nico Hines. But yeah, one of his better games. Dolphins, they are missing Jack Bostock for the rest of the season. That's a big loss. He was really looking good before that injury.
Yeah.
But Dolphins, a bit of an unfortunate result. They have been better this year. Like, they just keep getting better each year. I've seen improvements every year. I think they're very close to qualifying for the 8, but a bit of a setback here. They need to win the next couple of games that they play.
They did lose Hammer for the game. They arrested him because of Origin duties.
Yeah.
So that's obviously this has been their top try scorer in the league, by the way. Hammer. So he's
always there, isn't he?
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, Dolphins look good still. They've had a great season. A lot of players have played really, really well. Katoa, Farnworth, Hammer as well.
Donahue.
Obviously. Yeah, Donahue, Max Platt. Some really good players in that team. And I think there's going to be a real tussle for that 7-8 range spots in the top 8. And I think Dolphins and Sharks as well are going to be in the charge for that.
Absolutely, yeah. And
got a favourable draw as well. Run home, the Dolphins. Then they get to play a lot of games in Queensland.
Definitely, that'll help. And they've got a good supporter base in Redcliffe as well. Really getting behind their team at the moment.
Yeah.
And then the next game, so good win for the Sharks just to keep in touch with the 8 and just stay in the 8. Always want to be around the playoffs, so you want to qualify for the playoffs always.
Exactly.
Keep that consistency. Dolphins want to make the playoffs for the first time ever, so it's a lot of motivation there. Then you got the Knights versus the Storm. This was played at McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle. We're going to that game.
Yes.
There's a game today. A bit late on this one, like I kind of indicated. The match that's going on today is the Warriors versus the Knights. That'll be an interesting game. Important game for the Warriors as well. If they can win, they can just keep that gap between them and the 5th place Broncos.
Yep.
And Knights, if they can win, maybe it's a very slim chance they can stay in the hunt for the playoffs, but it just hasn't been a great season for them. And this game kind of solidified that matter. They lost 32-14 to an impressive Storm team. Storm 6 tries. They ran 6 tries on the Knights. Just Storm at their best, really.
Yeah, and they had a makeshift team as well. I think Munster took a rest because he's been going through some personal stuff.
Yeah, in Origin as well.
Yeah,
Plenty of duties. Yeah.
Yeah, Pappenhausen had his injury lows. I think Hughes and I think Grant was playing as well that game, and they carried the mantle, played really well.
Yeah.
And shows that depth that the Melbourne Storm have.
Knights are missing quite a few players now. A lot of players out. Fletcher Sharp, who's been probably one of their standouts this year, he's out for the season. That's a big loss.
Ponga out for the season now.
Ponga's out for the season.
Dylan Lucas, who's been great on the edge back row. He's had some injury problems, yeah.
Uncertainty about Adam O'Brien. Most likely, it looks like he's not going to be there next year.
Yep.
One way or another. There was a bit of uncertainty about Kalen Ponga's commitment, but he has committed to 2027, which is...
and that's a good thing you want to see. Just not just because he's committing to the club, but also he's committing to the sport. I mean, there's obviously rumours that he might be switching codes to play for New Zealand Rugby or try to play for New Zealand Rugby. But a superstar like that, you just got to do your best, whatever, to keep him in the sport, because he is one of the most entertaining excitement factors we have, and everyone loves seeing him play. And you
when he's fit, yeah.
And you got to respect what he's done for Newcastle in his stint. I mean, he came to Newcastle when they won like back-to-back wooden spoons. He came at a really low point, and even though this whole tenure hasn't been good for Newcastle, it's not on him. He's done his best, He's taken them to 2 finals. He won a Dally M in 2023. They won 8 straight games, had the community pumping. He's had a great tenure here, and he's committed, so that's what you like to see.
Yeah, exactly. And he's helped them like improve a bit.
For sure he has, for sure.
Because, I mean, they were really bad.
He came at, imagine that, right? He's one of the most hyped up players hyped up youngsters at Cowboys, and you commit to a team that's won 2 back-to-back wooden spoons, you know what I mean? So it was a tumultuous period for Newcastle, but Ponga has helped a lot for that community and for that club.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
bit of a tough loss though. Doesn't help their cause. It does look like they're not going to make the playoffs, but you never know. And Storm just keeping their place in the top 4. Very important for them as well, just stay in the top 4.
Yeah.
And then moving on to the next game, we had the Roosters and Dragons. A bit of a tight one at Jubilee Stadium in Cogra. Roosters winning that one 31-24.
Yep.
It was a back and forth contest, that one.
Sam Walker's return game, which was great to see. He got out unscathed. Kicked that field goal as well. It was really good.
Very good. And Daniel Tupou got a double. Robert Toya backing up from Origin as well.
Yeah,
monumental. He's had a good season. He's probably in the ranks for like
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year.
Maybe even Centre of the Year. With how good he's
he's been brilliant. I mean, his selection in the Origin thing was a big call.
Yeah,
it paid off.
How good was he? He held his ground. I mean, everyone was like, "Oh, Latrell Mitchell's coming against Toya." All 3 games, Toya locked him up. He played really, really well.
Yeah, and Latrell wasn't at his best at all.
Yeah, exactly.
He just really stifled him.
Got locked up the whole season, yeah.
Yeah, very good win for the Roosters. Very important win as well for them to just stay in touch with the 8.
Yep.
Dragons, man, it's drifting away this season.
Yeah, it has. I mean, they have a decent roster, and it's just they haven't been able to string consistency, which is a cliche thing to say, but it's happened to a lot of teams this year. Consistency. They're one of them. Some of their signings have kind of paid off. They did make some big signings in the off season. Clint Gutherson being the main one, and I guess Guther's done his job. He's done really well. Always puts his body in the line and is an effort player. But it's just not been enough for the Dragons, And it does come down to their halves, I reckon. I think they have a big halves problem, and it's just not working out.
Yeah, exactly. And also one thing with the Dragons, I reckon there'll be pressure on Shane Flanagan next year.
Yeah, of course.
If they don't show, if there's not much improvement, there's going to be pressure. The thing is, if he does whatever, gets sacked or he leaves, what happens? But probably not now, but maybe next year, if there's no sign of improvement, that situation could arise. But who would want to? Like, it's a tough gig coaching the Dragons.
It is, yeah.
It's the fan base is very passionate.
Very passionate, yeah.
Yeah, and
it's been a bit of a merry-go-round with coaches for the Dragons in the last 10 years. So you do want some stability there, and I do think Shane Flanagan has that coaching prowess. I mean, he won a comp with the Sharks, and I remember he came in as assistant coach for Seabold and we made the finals. Like he has some class to him. It's just yeah, it's a tough gig over there with the Dragons.
At this point in time, yeah. And a lot of like the players maybe not being rude to them, they were good players in their time. Wonderful players. Maybe they're just like at the back end of the career, they might move on. As well, they all seem to be going to the Dragons for some reason. You don't want to build that like retirement club, yeah. Warriors had that a couple of years ago. Tigers were notorious for that. As well. So you don't want to build that reputation. I mean, if you can bring the best out of those players who lost a bit of form, then that's a different story. But
that's true.
Yeah. Could have been a good win for the Dragons, but it wasn't, unfortunately. And it looks like their premiership chances are just about. Well, not premiership, but like their chances of qualifying for the eights. Yeah. It's just on the slide now.
They're still there, but I don't see them proving a threat, to be honest.
Now it's starting to really look.
Yeah.
It's starting to look clear. And Valentine Holmes is out for the season as well.
I heard that as well. That's disappointing news. He's actually done another signing that's really proved his worth. Like he's been good. I think he's one of the top point scorers, but yeah, just
the wrong time. Yeah. And then the North Queensland Cowboys playing the Bulldogs at Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville. Decent crowd on a Saturday night in Townsville, 18k. Good ground conditions, weather was fine. Tough, really tough game, gritty game.
Tough to watch, to be honest.
Yeah, tough to watch as well. Just nothing.
Too many errors and a lot of sloppy plays. Yeah,
It's just such a weird game.
It felt like a really low quality game, if I'm being honest. And to be fair, both teams are missing some Origin players due to them being arrested. But I mean, Doggies. To be honest with you, there has been a slide to the Doggies, especially after this whole Lachlan Galvin situation, which I don't think we've even talked about here, but it has been a really weird situation. Yeah, and a lot of I've noticed a difference in the performance. Oh, of course, 100%. It's not been the same. And I don't remember the last time the Dogs strung up a quality 80-minute performance. I think the last time would be when we watched them beat Rabbitohs in Good Friday. Since then, they've been, they'd have a great first half and they'd lapse in the second half, or they'd lapse in the first half and then manage to come back in the second half. It hasn't been a quality 80-minute performance we haven't seen from the Doggies in a while. Yeah, and also now it's starting to feel like the maybe their premiership chances, it just looks a bit iffy at the moment. Yeah, I mean it's a wide open comp, so it is tough to say. They're still in a good position. Can you believe they're second right now? And yeah, they're still second, but they've only beaten two top 8 teams. They've lost to the Broncos, they've lost and they've beaten they lost to Penrith, and they've only beaten Sharks. Have they played the Storm this year? No, they haven't played Storm yet. Wow. They do have them twice in the next few rounds. Oh, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be tough. They beat the Raiders and the Sharks, who are in the top 8, and then they've lost to Penrith and Broncos twice. They got the Warriors in 3 weeks' time. So they got a bit of a challenging draw. They got a challenging draw, but it seems like they're committed to this Lachlan Galvin stuff now. They're gonna play him at 7, not have this whole number 14 thing, which is good. You need to stick to one, but it's they have done Sexton pretty hard done by and Reid Marnie as well. Yeah, I mean Sexton was one of the pivotal figures in their early form. I mean, they were 7-0, 8-0 at one point, and Sexton was one of the best players on that team. So really patchy form from the Dogs, but what they're doing is they're scraping wins, right? And you can't ask more than that. 2 points is 2 points. Exactly. But what you don't want going in that same kind of lucky patchy form into September and then getting absolutely folded by a genuine top 4 team. Exactly. So if they're going to get a loss, it needs to come soon so they can kind of humble themselves and reset and figure out what's wrong. That's my opinion. Yeah, exactly. And I reckon it could come soon with maybe a match against the Storm. I really see the Storm getting one on them. I mean, I'm not going to harp on my team, but we do play them next week, and I'm pretty confident, man. I'm pretty confident. I can't lie. I'm pretty confident. Oh, man. Watch out, Twitter. It's going to be a fun week on Sunday. Watch Twitter. This guy will be on Twitter like crazy. Yeah, but a win's a win for the Dogs. That's the main thing. But the Cowboys, oh, my goodness. It's been disappointing. It's been a disappointing season. And honestly, I kind of was hinting this before, a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. But I was saying, if the Cowboys kind of don't really show any signs of improvement, there's going to be pressure on Todd Payton. Oh, for sure. And I think there is pressure on Todd Payton. Yeah, there has to be for sure, man. Last couple of years,
So inconsistent.
Yeah, so inconsistent. That Cowboys team, they show promise, and then at times they just fold under pressure, and it must be really frustrating for Cowboys fans as well, because there are some really quality players in that roster, man. I mean, talking Tom Dearden, who's playing out of his skin, who played out of his skin for Origin, Nanai, who has been hot and cold, but he won Rookie of the Year last year and whatnot. And
the year before, I think.
Yeah, so there's some quality players. Scott Drinkwater, Mari Tuolangi. So we'll see how they go.
I don't know if it was the year before, or maybe 2 or 3 years ago when Todd Baton was coach.
Yeah, I think it's been. I think he took over in 2022.
Like when Nano won the Rookie of the Year.
So Nano won Rookie of the 2023 was it, or last
2022? I think it was.
Maybe yeah.
Because him and Tuolangi came around about the same time. They really rose. Yeah. And that was the year where they reached the preliminary finals and got knocked out at home against the Parramatta Eels, if I'm not wrong.
Yep, correct. Yeah, that's when Mitchell Moses' big forward pass got him away with that.
Yeah, that was, and Codgen was pretty unbearable after that. But yeah, a win's a win for the Dogs. Cowboys, I'm starting to say a little bit more like clearly they might not make the finals. I don't think so.
No chance, yeah.
And yeah, now we're starting to see like some teams that are clearly out of it.
Yep.
Because a couple of weeks ago, like in May, you'd say, okay, some of the bottom teams weren't completely out of it. Now we're slowly starting to see some teams that I don't think will make the finals.
Yeah, the table's taking shape for sure. You can tell who looks the goods and who's gonna be not good enough for me personally. I think the top 6 is set. So that's Warriors, Raiders, Bulldogs, Storm, Penrith, Broncos. I think those last 2 spots, 7 and 8, is between Manly, Sharks, Roosters, and Dolphins. Yeah, that's my personal belief.
At this point in time, yeah. And then the next game it was 3 games on a Sunday. How about that? 3 games on a Sunday. Don't get
and by the way, for the top 6 that I'm saying is set. I think that's set, but I think the order will change though. I don't think that's the set order right now.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. Yeah. Seen a bit of vulnerability in some teams.
Yeah, exactly.
And some teams are peaking at the right time. And then you got the Warriors versus West Tigers. Warriors coming off they lost 2 games against 2 teams that are really peaking at the right time with the Broncos and the Panthers. They needed this win. Luke Metcalf was ruled out for the rest of the season with an injury. Huge loss because he was in the running for Dally M Player of the Year.
Yep.
He was in that good form. They lost Mitch Barnett against the Rabbitohs a couple of weeks prior.
Yep.
So 2 major players gone for them, but the young guys really stood up. A pretty fluent performance. I mean, not fluent. There were a couple errors from both teams.
Yeah.
Especially the Tigers. But Warriors. They also lost Rocco Berry. He might be out for a bit. He's had really bad luck with injury. That was only his 6th game for the season.
Oh, really?
That's how bad his injury run's been.
Yeah.
He's a good player when he's there, but he's just, unfortunately, bad luck with injury. Him and Ali Lotoa.
Yeah.
But, Tanner Boyd, his first game, he's been playing a lot of New South Wales Cup with the likes of Tamara Martin. He's one of the reasons why the Warriors are doing really well in New South Wales Cup at the moment. And they're on that winning, they had that winning streak. They have a good points differential at the moment. He's been waiting patiently, and even he had the patience to sign an extra 1-year extension.
Yeah.
Anybody in that position probably might have been tempted to see other clubs because if you're not getting regular first grade action, then you might be tempted. Why am I playing in the reserve grade team?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he still stayed on, so it looks like he's enjoying himself there. And very solid performance from him in his first game. Linked up well with Chanel Harris-Davida.
Yeah.
And the young guys really stood up for the Warriors once again. Dimitrix, Lekka. Good win for the Warriors, getting back to winning ways. That's the most important thing. Keep that gap between them and the 5th place Broncos.
How are you feeling going forward with the Warriors in terms of the landscape of the top 8 and finals? And
look, I think they'll make the playoffs, but it's just about the top 4 position. I think that's more important. You want that extra opportunity.
You do, yeah, for sure.
And also,
this is an interesting. Do you feel the same vibes as you had in 2023 with that Warriors side, or
similar? But I think they're a bit more. They're a bit more calmer now. They're a bit more like. I don't think the hype's getting to them too much.
Which team would you say is better?
Man, at this stage, I reckon that team was something else. But
2023, yeah.
At the moment, but this team hasn't done. I mean, this team's been. They haven't lost that many games.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, this team is like
they've won some plucky games.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say you guys are safely pushing that top 4. But you've got a solid top 4 position and you've been in there for most of the season.
Yeah.
And some absolute standout players. Like you said, very, very disheartening about the Metcalf news and him being out for the rest of the year. I think he was a shoo-in for Dally M as well. And he's a Manly junior, or he came from Manly, so I like watching him play. So it was really disappointing. But yeah, I think the Warriors have a really, really good side. And in a wide open comp like this, it's anyone's game. And I think you guys are still a good chance, even with some of your injury omissions.
Yeah, exactly. And the good thing for the Warriors is they've signed some young guys like Leka, Dimitrik, Jacob Laban for like 2027, 2028. So they're trying to invest in the young guys, which is good. They might lose a few young guys. That's what happens with the salary cap and that. You can't retain everybody.
That's true, yeah.
They might lose. They're going to lose Moala Graham Tulfa. He didn't do too well against the Broncos, but I think it was the Broncos or the Panthers.
Right.
Yeah, he's going to go to the Rabbitohs next year. So we're going to lose a few young guys from the New South Wales Cup team and some of the youngsters, but we are investing in some young players. And the good thing this year as well, some of the guys who didn't do that great last year have stood up. Like Jackson Ford's back to his 2023 form.
Great, yeah.
He's coming off the bench, or whatever role he's given. He's coming off the bench, playing number 10 and playing number 8. He's done really well.
He's been great, yeah.
And what's it called? Kurt Capel has a massive improvement from last year.
For sure, yeah.
He made Origin. He had a massive impact on Origin. His defensive reads. He's normally in the forwards, but he did play centre for a bit when he was at the Panthers. And then he's just been covering centre while the Warriors have the injuries, and he's doing a great job.
Yeah, great versatility.
He's been outstanding. And Roger Tavasashek's having a solid season. Very solid season on the wing.
That's a good shout, yeah. RTS, he's been great, yeah.
He's been very good on the wing.
Seems more comfortable from last year.
Definitely, and also, he was centre last year.
Yeah,
definitely wasn't a centre.
Yeah,
he's always a fullback or a winger, RTS, and very solid. And it kind of like back to the days when he was at the Roosters on the wing. He started off as a winger, then moved to fullback. But man, very good. And then Tane Tuapicki's doing well when he has to come in. Gonna get Shans Nickel-Klukstar back soon, a couple of weeks time. That'll be important because he's had a good season. He's been instrumental.
Yeah, it's been great, yeah.
And then Fisher Harris kind of coming into his own now.
Yeah.
So, it's good. They're looking good. Aaron Clark's been probably...
Oh, he's been great.
I think he's been the best player for the Warriors this year.
Sure, yeah.
Consistency is insane. Even when the Warriors aren't doing well, he's been outstanding.
He's been very consistent, true. Great signing, Aaron Clark, yeah.
Yeah, really. The Titans let him go.
Who would have thought that? I mean, even at the Titans, he showed decent football, but I didn't see this kind of... consistent kind of lock playing skills. It's great.
Yeah, he came from the Warriors as a junior, then went to the Titans.
Yeah.
He played for the first grade a bit, then he moved to the Titans.
Yeah.
Did okay, did pretty good there, then came back.
Yeah.
But that's that. And a good win for the Warriors, very important. Tigers, they came off a win against the Roosters prior, but not the greatest performance from them. Plenty of errors. And it's a bit of a tough season once again for the Tigers. Then important game for the Panthers just to keep in the top 8.
Yep.
Another win for them, consecutive wins.
Yeah.
Combank Stadium in Sydney against Parramatta. Beat them 32-10. Very good win for the Panthers.
Yep.
Very, very good win.
No, Penrith are looking the goods again, and it's scary because
when they click, they're very dangerous.
we know the dominance they've been doing for the comp for the last 4 or 5 years. So it looks like they're getting back to usual business, and it's an incredible thing that at the start of the year, they were struggling, looking like possible wooden spooners, which is crazy to say. But now look at them; they're clicking, or their players are coming back at the right time. And
the young guys are stepping up.
And a lot of role players as well, like Luke Garner also doing a great job.
Yeah, he was excellent against the Warriors.
Yeah, he was.
Weeks ago.
For sure,
He was excellent.
Yeah.
And Casey McLean's coming in his own now.
Yep. Casey McLean's been great. Thomas Jenkins has filled in the wing when Toto's been out, and he's been great as well.
He's really coming in his own now.
Yeah.
And Paul Alamotti's been solid.
Blaise Talangi's seems to have a hold of the 6th spot, and look, he's done decent. He's obviously learning still, and under the guidance of Cleary and Yeo, he'll get better. But he's holding his own defensively. He's solid. It'll just come with time and experience with him, and there's no better system than Penrith to learn your craft, under Cleary.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And co. So see how that goes.
And then Parramatta, well, I mean, they're probably not going to make the finals, but just building for next year. I think they're slowly getting there. I think they've got Riles as the right coach for the time being.
Yeah.
I think that they're seeing. I'm seeing something there, like something will build.
It was always going to be like a long-term kind of project. This rebuild, so
yeah,
not surprised. Yeah.
And then And then just the last game, another team that's clicking at the right time, Broncos.
Yeah.
26-14 win at Seaboss Stadium, Super Stadium in the Gold Coast. Titans, looks like the season's pretty much over.
Yeah.
It's just not working out. Des Hasler's going to most likely get sacked. Just looks like it, unfortunately.
Electric by the Broncos, man. They're looking really
the Broncos.
good, man. Ezra's comeback has been great.
Yeah, he's been
Don't know
good.
if he should be playing, but he's been great still.
Definitely a bit of a question mark about that.
And Walsh being left out of the Origin team, he seems to be playing with the chip on the shoulder, and that's good. He seems to be playing a lot more, contained. And
he's come
Xavier
back
Wilson,
after the injury, injury that he had. He came back better, and he's just been great.
Yeah, he's been good. He's been good. And yeah, Xavier Wilson, how good is he been?
Wow.
I mean, the forward pack depth of the Broncos is crazy, but he's been a standout, Xavier Wilson.
He's really coming into his own, the young man.
Really, really good player, man.
And then that winger is excellent as well. Shibasaki's been a revelation.
Yep.
What a turnaround for him.
Yeah.
But
Broncos clicking at the right time. It's good to see.
That's it.
They had big raps going into the season.
They faltered a bit.
Yeah, just like a lot of other teams with good rosters, inconsistent. But what they're doing is they're clicking at the right time, and they're not too far from the top four, So all they need to do is win their games and see how the other games go, and it's going to be an interesting end to everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that is that, guys. Thank you very much for your time, and probably do a review of round 20 on the way back, eh?
Yeah,
if we get time, because there's still time.
Thanks
very much for your time, guys. Have a good night. Bye.
Thank you. See ya.